Hey guys, this is my March book haul part 1, and I have a few books to show you. I say part 1 because I still have books coming in, but I wanted to go ahead and open the 3 packages I have gotten so far. So I'm really excited about this because I finally get to open them and read the books that I've been wanting to, technically kind of. I still have to wait a little bit, but I still get to open it. I have 8 books, 9 technically, because I have another book that corresponds with another author of one of the books I got. So, let's begin. The first book I got is Blood Done Sign My Name by Timothy B. Tyson, and it is about a African American named Henry Meyer, and he goes into a store and runs out a minute later being chased by the store owners, and they beat him to death on the streets. And the town is kind of upset. Some of them are, and then others are kind of agreeing with them. So it's a debate in a way, 2 sides, and it sounds really good, and I got this from my friend. And of course I was not going to turn them down. I'd feel bad if I turned them down and be like, no, I don't like your book. So I'm going to read this eventually. It might be in one of my next to be read book videos. You might see it, because it is really interesting to me. The next 2 books I got myself, and the first 2 I got from the Jockey Lot, and that is Fall of Night by Rachel Caine, and it's a vampire book. That's all I really know about this book. It might be a romance, possibly, but I know it's about vampires for sure. And it sounded really good, and it wasn't that much, and I love vampire books. I have a whole shelf for vampire books. So I was thinking, why not add this to my collection? And it does have a second book in the series, so I might go back and get that too, once I'm done reading the first book, that is. The next book is Letting Go by Maya Banks, and this one is about a wife who loses her husband, so she's a widow, and she's kind of torn between herself. She's not sure if she should mourn his death longer or go ahead and move on, because she likes her husband's best friend, and he likes her back, but they don't know it. So, it's a romance, and one of the reviews, it says on the back, is, moreover 50 Shades, Maya got a little something something for you. So, it's along the lines of 50 Shades of Grey, if you've read that, and I liked 50 Shades of Grey for the romance between the 2 characters, and I'm hoping this is going to be something like that, where the romance is like that, how it comes softly, love comes softly. So, I like that idea, and the cover is really pretty too. I just wish it was hardback, but I think this is a nice book for not being a hardback. Next book I got is Max by James Patterson. I love his books, and I got this one at the thrift store for like $1. I think it was actually less. And I love his Maximum Ride series, and this is one of the books from that series. I have one other book by him, and that is Lifeguard. I have not read this yet. My mom gave it to me as a gift, and so I'm looking forward to reading both of these books. But I read this series at my school, and they didn't have the whole series, so I'm glad I got one of the books. I can't remember if I've read this one or not. Maybe I haven't, but I do like this series, so I'm hoping to get more of these books eventually. And it's a really good series. You should really look into it. I don't know how to explain it in a way that I don't give anything away, because I didn't start with the first book. I don't think my school had the first book, so really look into these books. Now on to the unboxing. I already cut off the tops because I do not want to embarrass myself on camera trying to open the bags. You can see where I cut it open. I myself do not know what the books are because I have not opened them yet. I just cut off I ripped this one. That was because I could not find my scissors, and then they were right in front of me. So, the first book I have, let me get out the hardback, and that is Cinder by Marissa Meyer. And this is supposed to be a twist on the Cinderella story, and I cannot wait to read it because it looks really interesting. And so, I've heard really great reviews from it, and I do want to get the whole series because I want to make sure I like the books first before I go off and buy all the books. So I'm really looking forward to reading this book. The next one from this package, it's a paperback, and it is Howl's Moving Castle. Now, I really like this movie, and I did not know it was a book until I was online searching through random books, and then all of a sudden I saw this, and I was like, I have to get this because I loved the movie. I grew up watching the movie, so I really was excited to get this book, and now it's here and I get to read it. I will probably read next month because I'm just looking forward to reading this book. If it's anything like the movie, I know I'll enjoy it. The next book I got is technically a textbook, and this is for my Spanish class. You can see where I cut it again. And it is for my Spanish class because I am not that good with other languages. I'm not even good with English. So here is my Spanish book. You can tell on the sides, someone kind of already marked in it, maybe, possibly. I see a little bit of handwriting, pencil marks, and I don't really mind that because maybe their notes will help. And so I'm looking forward to using this. That way I have my own textbook I can study at my house instead of lugging it around everywhere I go. The last package I got is this one. You can see where I cut it off again. And it is Under the Never Sky by Veronica Rossi, maybe? And when I first got this book, I was under the impression it was about like a Peter Pan, because the Never Sky, Never Land. That was my connection. And after watching a few reviews on this book, I kind of realized it probably wasn't about Peter Pan. But the book still sounded really interesting, and I'm really looking forward to reading these books. I mean, I'm looking forward to reading all my books, of course, but especially this one. And I'm pretty sure it has a second book, Through the Evernight. So these sound really good. And this will probably end up on my to be read videos later on. So that is all I have for today. And if you read any of these books I just showed you, leave me a comment below and tell me what you thought, or if you have any book recommendations for me, I'd love to hear them. That's all I have for today, guys.